Okay, I'm back. I thought I'd do a live and dedicate it to Filmora, show you a little bit how Filmora works and how I'm coming up with these really fun overlays for StreamYard. So a lot of this is going to be done by screen share. I first found Filmora, I don't know, about 2015 or 2016, something like that. Some year like that. Here's the gear that I was using in my prior video. Now the one that I'm using now is in effects, and I think that this might be something have to do with space. I'm not sure. I don't think it was in film stock. Well, here's a gaming set. Let's try. You click on these templates and then you add them to your storyline. Okay, so if I drag that down to my storyline, I don't know why they always use, there's something about Filmora where they always use a woman pulling a man into some kind of orchard. Kind of reminds me of Adam and Eve. So you take a snapshot. Right here's a camera. And you take a snapshot. Okay. Now this snapshot goes into the program. And I happen to have this program in my documents, which let me pull up. Actually, let me stop sharing for a second and make sure I'm in my documents folder. Okay. Let me just open up Wondershare so you don't have to see everything. And let me push my stuff, my private stuff over a little bit. Okay. Now I'm going to do another screen share. Got to protect my privacy. You know how it goes. All right. Another screen share. And that photo, see, went inside Documents, Wondershare. So in here, I'm going to double click it. In here, you'll see snapshot right here. And you'll see some of the work that I've done. These here are call outs that I've done. I don't do many videos on them. So here is the video I just did right here, or the snapshot I just took, I mean. And okay, now that I know that it's there, what I'm going to do is go in brand, and you go to, I got a lot of overlays. This is the overlay right here, the overlay. I hope you can still see what I'm showing. Maybe not because of the overlay. Let me take this overlay off. Okay, so I think you can see it better. That overlay was covering it. Inside StreamYard, you have overlay right here. And this is under the brand tab right here. So in your overlay, you upload it. Wait a minute. You upload it. Wait a minute. Am I in the right place? Yeah. Okay. So you add it. I gotta move my stuff over. I gotta go back and do a screen share. Ugh. So you add it from your snapshots. And let me add it. There's no way I can almost do this here. Okay. Yeah, there is. Okay, let me do another screen share. You add it to your overlays right here on the bottom, add overlay. And here I'm in my snapshot folder. You click on it and you upload it into Filmora. Overlays. So these are transparent. Here it is. Now, I should be on here, but I'm not. It should be. I think I messed up. Let me see. Let me see if I messed up. Go to effects. It is an overlay, so it should be transparent. Let's try another one. Sometimes they don't always work. But I'll show you some other things for Filmora without using a background to cover up what I'm showing. When I started with Filmora, it was a very simple software to edit videos. And they came with some of their own effects and elements, and I used to work with what they had. But now that they've merged with Filmstock, and I used to have a license with Filmstock a while ago, because I would do video intros for people, and I would go out and do video stories, visual stories, and stuff like that through Filmstock, and work with record it to make little visual stories. I've been with Filmstock for quite a while, and I'll show you Filmstock in just a minute. These are some of the downloads I did. Okay. Here's some of I found paint pouring in Filmstock, and I do have to take this call. Hold on a second. I have to go check the weather. Hold on a minute. Be right with you. Let's see. I have some very, very busy days, I'm telling you. Paging, loading. Oh, what the fuck? Let me hit reload. That storm system's supposed to come all the way up here. It's going through the plains and south. Okay, here I am on the forecast. 51 out right now. And we've got a little bit of cloud coverage. The winds are kind of mild. I wish they would tell the dew points. So, by, okay, it won't be raining until about 4 o'clock. And I got to text him back, so bear with me a moment. Here. Just going to say rain by 4. We got a crew out working today. And they got to get stuff done before it rains. There we go. Helping somebody today that's really low income, helping them put a roof on their house. The roof had leaked. It's a bad winter with ice, and sometimes that ice gets under and lifts the shingles, and when your roof is old, like 25 years old, and the rain grooves have worn out and it's wider, the wind comes along and blows the shingles up, ice gets under there and lifts them, and pretty soon you've got a leaky roof. So because my husband has done a lot of construction in his years, he's helping people now in, just kind of supervising. He can't be up on a roof anymore. So he's there telling them what to do and how to do it. And I'm just so thankful that we have somebody who works at a lumber company that we can get a discount on lumber and actually help other people instead of them hiring a contractor. That's cool. So I was showing you guys Filmora, and I uploaded the wrong kind of overlay. So let me delete that overlay. Let's just go back in Filmora and get to it. Okay, this is Filmora. So what you do is you drag these down into your storyline. This is your storyline. Some softwares call it your timeline. And you put your stories in there. Sometimes they're not always at the beginning. So if you click that part and you just close the gap, it'll go to the beginning. Now here's another overlay. All right. So right there, it's pretty, it's bloomed. This is one of the Mother's Day, and then it goes away. Okay, so I want full bloom. Right here is where you can step through. Right here, you can step through the video. I think that's full bloom. So just want to make sure that this is, yeah, it says it's an overlay. So I'm going to take a snapshot of that one and see if that one will work. So let me go over to my folder. Here it is. And I'm going to upload that. Let me go in StreamYards. Let me see what StreamYards is going to open up before I open it, so I know. Okay, we're safe. All right, StreamYards. All right, you hit Add Overlay, and you go in your Wondershare Filmora snapshot folder, and you click that one. And now you can see it's uploading here. You can see it on the right. Now I'm going to use that right now for an overlay. And there it is. So if I stop screen sharing, there it is. That's how that works. What a neat trick. What a really neat trick Filmora put out. I like this background. Now I can choose an icon to kind of go with this theme. And that's how I've been doing my broadcasting lately. It's a really neat trick how they both work together. But if I go back in Filmora, let me hide this. Let me take that off the screen so it doesn't interfere with what I'm trying to show you, because everything I show you will be behind that background. All right, let me share, and let me go back in Filmora. Hold on a second here. Here's a money one. I thought that one was kind of, I might be using this one sometime. But you see, Filmora always has this kind of background that they use. This girl is running and dragging this guy into some kind of field here. It looks like they're gonna have a good time in there. Hurry up, hurry up. I got to show you this apple. But this background is transparent, meaning you can put your own videos and put this layout on top of your own videos. So Filmora used to offer a lot of effects like flames and things like that, just simple things. There was a scope, it looked like a target. It was a scope with a cross on it. They had a few effects of their own back in the day, but since then they've really advanced. They have stock media, and you can use, wait a minute, let me get rid of this stuff. You can use their stock footage. Like, here's some swans. Let me add them. Let me just add them to the timeline here. You just click what you want and drag it down. And I want layers now. So all of these are different layers. Over here, it's very, very small to see, but they have a music, an audio line. Here's an audio line. You can lock these or show a track, but what I'm going to do is close this gap here. I right mouse click it and just close the gap. And as you can see, I'm going to pull this for the length of the video. And let's play it and see what it does. Okay. So this will happen over the top of your video. So somebody said, somebody gave the option, or not the option, the idea of making an intro with birds or something. And I could get my own footage, but I don't have my bird feeder set up where I used to. My bird feeder has been moved because of my dog, and we made additions to the dog yard, where we actually, even though we live out in the country, we still keep our dog fenced in because of bears, bobcats, raccoons, other animals that they would, and deer. You don't want to have a dog that chases deer here, so we had to put addition onto the dog yard. Actually had two different ones when we still had our old dog and a puppy. The old dog was just too old to tolerate a puppy, so we had to keep them separate and build an addition onto our dog yard. Well, where we put the addition is where I had my bird feeder. I used to mount my camera to record my bird feeder and all the activity going on there. And I got some pretty good footage from it. I could let somebody use that for an intro, or if my channel was just about birds, I would probably use that. Here, let me see what kind of other effects I can find. I would probably use that for an intro for somebody who would want that. Let's see. Type in birds. I don't have them in downloads. What about recommendations? Let me see. Birds. So I typed in birds to see what I could, kind of theme I could find to go with birds. And let's see what I can find here. And they have some things that don't even attribute to birds. And here, this one looks interesting. Nah. It's too kiddage. You know, it's too much for, it's too juvenile. So I don't know if they have any effects that would attribute to birds. Let's try what's new. If you haven't used these effects, they'll have to download. You see that little download? They download pretty quick. They're just small clips, and then you can put them in, drag them in your timeline. So let's see what this effect does. I think the swan couple is beautiful. They're just so graceful, so beautiful. So to put text on top of this, you have to have another layer, another line. Before I put text, let me do elements, show you what's in the elements folder. Okay. Here in This is called the Dinosaur Kids Pack. Here's a leaf. That might be kind of neat in there. It's kind of big. And that's okay. Let's drag this down and we'll put it right on top here. See how we can work with that. Okay, so on the screen, you see that it's covering up the swans. So I'm going to move it and shrink it down. See the elements you can do that with. Okay. I can turn it around. I can flip it around. There. We're going to leave that right there. Let's see how this looks. Okay. So there's the leaf. And what I can do is drag it for the whole duration of the video. Just drag it. Yeah, right. I'm going to move this line here. Oh, I guess I can't. Let me double click it and see what's going on here. I think it's only set for a small portion. Okay. Here, let me check animation here. Okay, I can have it zoom out, zoom in. I can have it spin. Here, this one's called Vortex. Let's try this one. Okay, so I put a vortex on it. See how it's spun in? All right, let's see that again. All right. So now that you see that, let's put some text in there. We go up to titles. And wait a minute. Here's a warm Mother's Day. And it's a wreath. I like that. See, they got stuff about the COVID virus in here that you can use. They probably would not get censored by YouTube. It depends what you're using it for. If you're using it for an intro, maybe you're going to talk about it or something like that. Just don't give false information and conspiracy theories about it. And you should be okay. But here, let's just try this wreath. Now I'm going to take out that one leaf. This leaf, I'm going to take that out. All right. I might have to take out the overlay too. Let's see here what this does. Now this here I can work with. I can drag the text around. I can make this bigger. Doesn't quite fit on the screen. Hold on. If you want to put this around just one individual, like that. Actually, this one here is nice and big, posing nice. And you want to move your text. You can move your text around. You can see that there's lines on there to tell you you've got it centered within a perimeter. I have my grid set, so there's all different kinds of perimeters on here. And let me just take this overlay out for a while. So here you've got that. Let me play it and let's see what happens. Now the text starts coming in. Some of these are really nice for wedding invitations. If you want to send out an electronic wedding invitation, there's some really, really nice graphics for that purpose. So let me just get rid of these here for a second. Let's do this mechanical one. I really like steampunk stuff. Let's see what this does. Okay, this is covered up the birds. And that was a title pack overlay. Let's say, let's get rid of the birds and just use this here. Let's stretch it out a little bit. Let's just make it go a little bit longer. Usually 10 to 15 seconds is awesome, is a great time for making little marketing videos. Okay, now I want to edit the text that's in here, if there's any. Yeah, there is. So here, there's the text. Now what I want to do is I'm going to double click on this and edit it, and it goes to the text. I'm going to click on advanced, and this is, I like to work in the advanced text area compared to the preset. And these are all presets. So this is another timeline right here. See, here's your lines of text. This is pack. And you can see up here, this is where you edit. All right. I made it say mechanical gear head. Let's just do punk. I'll show you some other features about this too. Let's just go and do this. All right. So we can stretch these texts and do this. You see my grid lines telling me that I'm in the center of this other word above it. I'm above the steam. Now you can also manipulate your text up here. You can align them up here. This one doesn't want to work because it's a preset, but you can change the text. Okay, so we can't do that, but what you can do is right up here is you can select a different text. So let's say, okay, so the name of this text is Orbiton Black. Let's say I want, I have a neat one. Something with fingers. Here's Nightmare 5. See? Okay, so now we use Nightmare 5. And I don't like it, but here, let me change it. You would have to, I don't know, maybe I can work with this here. Now I see that the letters are all squished together and I don't like the look. So over here up on your board, see this is here is a separate window I'm working in. So over here, you can change it. You can, how come it doesn't want to? So I don't know, something's locked on here. Let me see what's locked. See with this preset, here's the preset video. Something is locked. Let me try and figure that out. You can put new text in there too. So let's just put some new text in there. And let's delete the other text. See, you highlight it and you go up and hit the garbage can. And now it says text here. Now I shouldn't be locked. So here, I'm going to pull these letters apart a little bit. And what the hell? It's not. Maybe I have to go here. This one. There it is. See how I can pull the letters apart? I just had the wrong one. So I can write Steam. And they're pulled apart a little bit. Now on this text, I can also do something more with this text. You can, okay, now what it's set at is gradient fill. You can select your colors for the gradients right here. All right, should I change it? Yeah, but I want to go to more colors. So there's your color palette. Let's go to, I'd like something coppery. Sort of coppery looking. Bronze, maybe. I like metals. I like metal. Okay, so I'm going to pick that. Kind of looks like rust. And I'm going to leave the bottom color. But see how that's changed? Okay, so I like that better. And let's say I want to put a different effect to it. So here's your text effects. All right, you can see them change slightly. There's not a lot of things you can do with this except just change kind of the way they look a little bit. So I'm going to stay with this one. You can change the opaque. You can blur it. Okay. So I'm just not going to leave much blur. You can change the angle of the coloring in there. This was at 270. 274. That's good. Then you can also put a text border. All right. It's the default is white. But let's say you want to go black or even red. Let's do red. Let's go black. Okay, so here you can change the size of that border and make it bigger. See that? Gets bigger and you can blur it. So let's say I don't want it so crisp. So you can blur it. I like the blurred. Okay, now you can put a text shadow. And in here are samples of what the text shadow would look like. All right, that one puts a shadow underneath the text way down here. I don't like that one. What I usually use a lot is right underneath it. And let's make it a little bigger so you can see it. It's hard to see with the busy background, and I like to blur them so they're not real crisp. So that's how you can manipulate your text. Now I would have to do the same with this word punk, but instead I can do it the easy way and just write punk right here and take the other one out. So to take the other one out, we have to go down in the timeline of this change. You got to highlight it, make sure it's highlighted, and just throw it in the garbage can. So now I've got this. It's pretty large. So let's go to 180. This is 180. Let's go to 100. It's smaller. Could be a little bit bigger. There, at least it fits in there now. And then that's center right there. And then I'm going to add effects to this. I'm going to make this for the duration of the video. And I'm going to add some animation. Now your animation tab is up here. See, I was working in Customize. This is the preset. This is all the presets that they have. So I am now going to go to animation. And there's different styles. You can have it come in. I like the typewriter. You got to double click them. So I double clicked it, and that's how it would look. And then now that I double clicked animation, you can see on the timeline that it's added that animation in there. Like right here, it's not in the animation yet. Okay. I hit the wrong button. Okay, so let's play this and see. There it comes in, one letter at a time, and it's going to start fading out when it gets to the end of this duration. That's the lighter purple. Here it comes. There it goes. Okay, so now that, I think that I like it. Okay, everything's, and say I want to incorporate that with my channel or my website or my theme on my website. Maybe people have different interests on their website, so they have it categorized into folders. So when you click on the steampunk interests, this video would come up. You can plant it on anywhere on the web. It would be, you can export this to save the work by clicking the export, and it's going to ask you where to save it to. Here's your settings. You want to save it as an MP4 or any other thing, MP3 would not be graphics. It would be just sound only. I have my frame rate set at 25 frames per second. The resolution is 1920 by 1080, and I can change that. So I have it set as good, because some of these, little video files, when you work with videos, your computer runs out of memory and storage really fast when you use best. And sometimes I can't tell the difference in some of these videos. They go, especially the short ones like this, that's mostly animated. I would probably put it on best if I was recording storms, rock concerts, things of interest like that. And, but, some people just take this very, very seriously. I never really monkey with the bit rate or anything like that. And here's your other things now. I'm going to explain something to you. I'm not going to save this. But when you save these videos, they also go on a cloud. All the work that you do goes on a cloud. And it's saved. I'm going to go over and check my chat. You use Filmora, fantastic product, and still tabs to learn. I've still got a lot to learn too, and I've grown with Filmora since, 6 years already, probably going on 7, and there's still a lot of things I have to learn. But I really love the fact that they've added film stock. Oh my goodness. Oh, the things we can do. And I'm really having fun with these overlays. These overlays are so cool. There's a tarot one. They have a paranormal in here. Here's Christmas lights. There's all kinds of overlays we can use on YouTube. I love this one with my icon. This one looks like an eyeball. So yeah, it's cool. It's fun. So I've made a lot of video intros for people's channels, even foghorns. And I don't have a set fee. I've made them for Laz when he was doing the bonsai and the other plants. I made him intros showing plants blooming and flowers. I've lost track of Laz. Don't know what happened to him. I hope he's well. I hope he's okay. And he got out of that circle, and he did it. He got out, and I'm so proud of him. I'm happy for him, and I hope that all of that gang stalking ended for him. Do you know that what it was Foghorn who sent me to his channel she wanted me to go check him out. She wanted me to screw around with him. And when I went to his channel, I listened to a few of his videos. Who is this guy? I actually liked him, and I became a friend. I didn't go over too good with the gang stalking network. So, you can't deny this stuff. There is a gang stalking network on here associated with the Sentinels and the pedophile group. The people who were friends with Mark Connors and Stony Stone and David Tedeshini and the people like that who send pictures of their kids out to these people. Jesus. They use their own kids to bait people. They are using their own children to bait people. I mean, here I go ruining my Filmora video on them. Because I snitched her out, she's after me. She's already made a story of me being 14 years old. And I don't know, that age seems to be one that she wishes molestation or something like that on her prey, because she made a video making me out to be 14 years old. God forbid when her daughters come that age, what's going to happen to them? But I don't want to see it. I don't want to know. None of my business. But she should actually be hunting down the man that hurt that child, not someone on the internet who doesn't like her. So, yeah, with Filmora, they do record what you do and it goes up on a cloud. It always did. They always did. They keep track of what content you're putting out with it too. You know, don't forget, these are all falling under copyrights and licensing. When you're using somebody's software program, they are allowing you to use their program, but they're the licensed entity. When you pay to use their software, you're granted a license to use their software too. So from time to time, I subscribe to Filmstock, and this time I did. They had a real good deal going on. Back in the day, I used to have to pay $350 for usage for 1 year, and you had to pay that all at once. They didn't take monthly payments. This time I subscribed for quarterly, and I'm going to grab what I can, play around with it. I really like these backgrounds. And then I'm not going to be able to use Filmstock after that without, purchasing again. But Filmora offers a lot of features in there that are free. You can download. See what you do. Let me do another screen share. And let me take off this overlay so you can see anything I show goes under the overlay. So you don't really get to see it clearly. So this is the Filmora website here. I'm in my account, and these are the packs you can get. You have a steampunk pack and a mechanical gear pack. I didn't see this steampunk before. Oh, I like that. Oh, I'm going to download that. So when you download it, you're downloading it off of Filmstock, and it's going to bring up my account. It's going to show what you already downloaded. See? So these are all of my downloads from, I have 3 pages of them from over time. So it's downloading right now and installing into the Filmora. I have Filmora on my computer, and it's downloading and putting this into the program, that the images, so I can put them in my timeline. So in this, there's 5 overlays. I like the overlays. 16 elements, 10 titles, 3 transitions. So you can do a single purchase. Let's see. I have some single purchases. And if you ever, your computer ever crashes and you have to reinstall Filmora again, you don't lose what you already bought. You can log into your account online and reinstall everything. That's why it's saved on a cloud. They've been doing this for a long time. That's why they save everything you do. You can also save it as a project in your computer. So the steampunk is almost done downloading. So I'll be able to find it under the tabs of title, transition, element, and overlay. There will be its own folder. I'll show you. I'll show you something else too. I'll edit one of my own videos. I love doing this stuff. It is a little time consuming, but it's constructive instead of sitting there watching negative YouTube videos on scam artists. Okay, so it should be installed now. I'm just going to shrink that down and go back over to my Filmora. And I'm going to delete this work here. So over here in titles, you see here's your folders, titles, effects, elements. If you go into effects and you scroll down to this would be under a folder called film stock. Up here on the left, you can see film stock. You can see what all you have from film stock. But when you open that up by ticking that little arrow, it opens it up, and my steampunk is already installed automatically. I didn't have to do anything, and here it is. Okay, so here's the steampunk, and this is another overlay, and I like that. It's simple, it's clean, it's crisp, it's not cluttered. So I'm going to take a snapshot of that. Okay, now I'm going to use that later, probably on as an overlay. I'm not going to put it on there right now because it'll cover up what I'm showing you. So here's my snapshot folder, and what else does this have? Oh yeah, in titles, there should be, there it is, steampunk and the titles. And here's some of the titles that you can use. This is the one I think that we've seen on the site. Let's see what that does. Yeah, so something like this, I can put your name in there. Steampunk gear by, and then put your, or put your name and say presents, like Harry Houdini presents steampunk products. It's whatever you want. Let's see. I used to live in Appleton and go to the Houdini building, and they say that that's where Harry Houdini, the musician, lived, and they turned it into an allergy doctor's place. It was interesting to go in the building and see the artwork in there. So here's another title I can use. That's kind of neat. All right, let's look at this one, Steampunk Power. Okay, so this is just a lot of lines. This one looks technical. I kind of like it. Let's see what this one is. This one might be interesting. Oh, it's the same one. Maybe I meant to do this one here. It's the same thing. So let's get rid of some of these. Let's bring in one of my videos. And I'll show you how I edit my videos. So, oh, and here's like a lower when you do your text and you want the lower. This is just that lower ribbon. Now this ribbon can be used in a lot of applications. Okay, so we're done with that. Let me get set up here to bring in. What I'm going to do is hit File, New Project, and I always go on the widescreen. All right. I don't want to save any of the modifications I made, so we're going to go No. And when you click here, you open up your own footage. You bring it in from your computer, your phone, whatever you got plugged in. And I have to see what this is going to show when it opens before I share that with you. So hold on a second. I'm going to go into my videos and bring in one of the videos from yesterday. Or let's see, let's do Sasha. We can exploit Sasha today. She's a clown. Let's see. Yesterday, I think I uploaded Sasha's big teeth, but I actually took that off of a large video, which, let me get that imported. Took it off my phone. I have to go on a different drive. Space. Let's see. That's the wrong one. Let me go back. Okay. Right here. Yeah, I don't want to show the picture of my husband, so let me delete that. He wouldn't appreciate it. All right. Now, let me see here. Which video do I want to use? I don't want to show that either. Let's get rid of that. Hold on a minute. Go get a cup of coffee, go to the bathroom, make some popcorn, and bear with me a moment. That's the cat. We've got, I better get rid of that. We don't want that in there. And make this safe. I have to hide my kids. Ha ha. All right. Let's exploit Sasha. Let's see. Aw. She's such a clown. Which one do I want to use? Hold on, folks. I think I'm going to go in a different folder and grab a different video. Let me see if I can find the one with her and her little short bus. Sasha has a short bus. Let's see. And it's pretty funny. Clips for upload. Not that one. Let's see. I like how Filmora will put emojis in there too. Let's try this one with the snow. All right, let's see. Let me see if this one is okay. Yeah, this is the video where I took the footage off for one of Sasha's videos up. Let me show you which one it is. Let me get rid of that. We don't want that. There. So, let me do a screen share. Actually, go to my channel and show you how I have made this video. I'm sure you guys seen it. It's titled, "At Least Someone is Happy About This Mess." Is that it? Yeah, it is. All right. I'm going to take the sound off. Maybe we'll go back in StreamYards and do a screen share. All right. And this video here I have on my channel titled, "At Least Someone is Happy About This Mess," is my dog in here. I show it snowing. This is a clip off of another video. Okay, but I put it together with this video here showing my dog. This video showing my dog, you can see right here, is only 1 minute and 56 seconds. And you see my dog in slow motion. All right. I like to watch her slow motion when she makes these jumps like that and stuff like that, because we're looking at her frame, her body structure, her position on her body structure, and it's for a reason. Too much to explain all of that right now, but that shows a good example of her movements. Now, how I did this video is, let's go back to Filmora. All right, I have that video imported. You just click, import media, and you bring your videos in. And now I'm going to add this to the timeline. I can click and drag it down, just like that. I'm getting a little carpal tunnel here from the mouse today. This is a little bit too much work. Okay, so I can make this bigger too, but you won't see how I'm working on it. You'll just see the video. So I'm going to exit this full screen, restore. Right there. So, and watch your videos here. It's the dog. I don't want to show all this. So when she starts, I just want the parts of her running around. So I go through here, or I can do it a faster way. I can click and drag this. This is how I did a lot of my art videos. Just click and drag. You know what she's I'm going to tell you guys a secret. If you will look at the original video that I made of her, saying at least somebody likes this mess. If you look at one of the hashtags, it says doggy Tootsie Roll. She's digging a frozen dog turd out of the snow. And she's got it in her mouth the whole time she's running. That's what she's chewing on. She played with the frozen ones. And it's so gross, and we don't want her to do that. The vet said that it's a normal thing for dogs to do because they've still got their wild instincts. They're an animal, and back, their ancestors are the original animals that they were genetically modified from. Out in the wild, they cover up their tracks, and sometimes they eat their own feces. It's not a human thing to do. That's why we think it's so disgusting. But I won't let her kiss me either when she comes in from outside. Oh my goodness, no. But she's not the first dog who's done. I've had another shepherd who did the same thing. Sometimes they say it's because they are lacking something in their diet, their nutrition. She's not. Not with the diet. The dog eats better than I do. The dog eats better than the whole family. So it's not that. It's a lot of people say it could be anxiety or they don't want it in your. But if you look, there's no other species in the yard. We do keep it picked up. But she found one, and it's her sniffing and tracking instincts, and she dug it out of the snow. She wouldn't do the other dogs. This is hers. Probably she laid a loaf there, and we got the snow right away. She knew where that was. So that's what she's digging out of the snow. I didn't want to show all that in the video. All I wanted to do was to show her running. So this is where I started, okay? She's already dug that Tootsie Roll out of the snow. She's going to take off now. So I'm going to put my cursor right there, and I'm going to press this scissors that's on there and hit clip. But you see what's behind the cursor is automatically highlighted by default. I don't want to delete that. I want to delete this part over here. So I just click on that. I hit this garbage can and it's trashed out. Now, this is where she grabs it. And there's even a couple frames here. You can make your timeline larger, and you can go step by step like I am here and get right to the point where you want to start the video. There, she's going to actually, she's squatting down to take off and make a leap and run with that treat she found in the snow. She's going to start playing with it. So right here, I see her paw starting to go. I'm going to back up and I'm going to clip that out too. It's all wasted space. So here, she's going to start, she's still playing with that. She's got it in her mouth. You can see she's dropped. She's trying to chew on a hard frozen turd. She's sniffing around, looking for another one. She goes, she's still got it in her mouth. So she's going to run with it now. And let's say I don't want all this in. I'm just going to take the video when she starts coming out from behind this side. You see, her kennel goes all the way around the house. She can run all the way around the house. Let's see. When she comes back, okay, I just see her peeking out. So I'm going to clip this right here and delete this too. There, it's in the trash. Now let's say I want this all slow motion. So I'm going to go up to the point. I go frame by frame, or I can slide the slider. And let's slide the slider because it goes quicker. But I got to bring some back in the time frame. See, I was really zoomed in on the time frame. And okay, right there. All right there is where she'll start running. She grabs that, her treat. All right, and let's say I want to zoom in on that. So what I'm going to do is double click this. All right, and then we're in another part of the video editing where here's your composition. Okay, this is mainly for just blending. I can make it like I don't want to monkey with this right now. I can darken it. I can, do different types of transparency and opacity. But here I'm going to go and transform. Okay. And I want to zoom in. So what I'm going to do is where'd they put it? Where did they put it now? Where did they put the zoom? They moved it. Let's just put motion tracking. Is it there? Start tracking. Did they change? They changed it. Every time you get used to using something, they come along and they change it. So I'm just going to have to do it manually here. Zoom in like this. You can take these corners and just zoom right in like that so we can get a close-up of her. This is my chicken coop. This is where I grow beans. Yes. So Let's just get in a little bit closer. All right. Let's put her right there because I want to capture her jumping. Now on this tab here is right here, speed. And I'm going to slow her down. You can slow her down to speed slower than what YouTube gives you. So let's go down to 25, which is basically what YouTube gives you. So, see? Now she's out of camera, so out of the camera, so I can bring her back. I could put a chop just before she goes out of the camera. And just doing it frame by frame. Now I'm going to bring her back in. Right there. All right, let's just put a splice there. And this is the part that we're working on now. I'm just going to move it back over and bring her back in. I'm going to bring her back in over here so we can see her going the length of this run right there. All right. So let's see how this works. There she is. Here she comes. Now, let's say I'm going to slow this down even more. So I put a splice here, and I'm going to go over on this side, hit the speed, and we're going to go down to 1%, even slower. All right. There. Now, since she's out of the camera again, we're going to bring her back in. She might be a little bit too big. So let's make this a little bit smaller. Let's go up and grab one of these. You see, as I'm making it bigger and smaller, right here, the scale is moving. They used to have a slider here. They used to have a slider over here to make your video bigger or smaller. But let me make this a little bit smaller yet. Let's see how that works for us. Because I want it in the camera where she jumps up on the deck. Hold on a second. Okay, sorry about that. I needed a drink of water. Doing a lot of talking this morning. All right, let me go back to that screen share. All right. So we're going to make this clip smaller, I think. Wait, where did it come from? Let's see. What's at the beginning of it? Yeah, she's not in there anymore. So let's, here's where she finally come in. I'm just going to take that little bit out. See, I would consider this like dead space. All right. Just clip it. Clip the video right there. All right. Now she makes that big jump up on the deck, and she needs to be in the camera or in the field range here just a little bit more. Let's put her over here. All right. Let's say I want that even slower. So there's another way you can do it. You can just right mouse click and go to speed and work with your speed here. But I like this one better because it's got the slow and fast range right on there. So let's go just a little bit slower. All right. Okay, now when her back legs get on the deck, okay. All right there is fine. We're gonna speed it up a little bit. So I clipped it there, and we're going to work with this frame now, or this section, and I can do a reset. Let's do a reset. Or just actually put this back on normal speed. And let's see what we got. Reset didn't work too well. But yeah, there she went back on normal speed. So let's see how that looks. There. Now what I did on the original video of her is I speeded it up a little bit, which she looks really funny going through the snow like that. Let's go back here. There. Let's speed it up and let's make her go fast. Let's go fast. Let's go 4 times. Okay. Let's see how that looks. That's how it looks. Okay, so there, she's going to make another leap, I think. Yep. Let's say I wanted to know how she did that leap. That was funny. Her arms were out. She's got her little Tootsie Roll there. That's where she found her Tootsie Roll. Okay. All right, so I'm going to slow this side down a little bit. As slow as I can go. Let's go back to slow. Let's go down to 1. Ooh. Now this is going to take it frame by frame. Did you know that a lot of the video footage out there of protests and violence and stuff I've put in this software and brought it down frame by frame to watch what actually happens to get better understanding. Okay, so that's how she made the leap. But that leg was way up in the air. Let me see that again. I wanted to see how that happened. Okay, so she's digging. She dug for another Tootsie Roll. All right, so there she's starting to jump. I've seen the back legs. Now she's going to put her front legs forward to make a huge leap, because this is actually a snowbank she's on. She's going to jump off the snowbank. There goes. There she goes to make that leap. And then she just springs off of her back legs. I watched her position her back legs, and now she's leaping. She got her front legs positioned and ready to go. And now we know how she jumped out of that hole. And there she goes. She's going down a snowbank. So that's sort of how I edit my videos. You can get an idea. Now to take the sound out on here, see, there's sound in here. You can right mouse click on it, go to audio, and select mute, and take all the sound out. You can see this bar just turned gray. If we don't want it muted, we just uncheck it. We can detach it. We can adjust the sound level. You can adjust the sound level, just the volume, just by sliding this bar. See, there it will be up super loud. So yeah, that's about the only video editing I can do. Now let's say we want to add some elements. So we go to elements, and here's the folders. We have basics. Sometimes people put these in their videos, meaning to thumb you up. Here's an Instagram colors. This is called a web element. And what I can do is incorporate that just, for a few frames here. It's actually, I want it up here. I like them on top. See, and I can, if you double click that, usually there's animation on how it comes in. Let's say I want it to come in from the right side this time. No, let's let it vortex out. Okay, so it will vortex out. And I was wondering about the transparency. Yeah, here it is. So we don't want it so bold. We're going to make it a little bit more transparent, but you can still see it. You can still see the video, what's going on behind it. So that's good. That's okay. And these are some of the freebies that are already in Filmora. I didn't have to download anything. They come with the software. So that's what it looks like. A real quick thumb flying around. And then here you can adjust the vortex, the animation speed. Or not. So let's not have that on there. Oh, that's horrible. Let's go back here and put a little bit more on there. And let's take the animation off. I think it was the animation that, let's hit reset. All right. So let's just make it a little bit transparent so you can see. The thumb looked better without all the manipulation. All right. There. So you can add those. What else can we add? You can add some stickers. They have emojis in here. There's another thumb. I like this thumb. It's in their doodle pack. We can let Sasha have a friend. Let's see. Space dog. Okay. Where are we going to put him? Let's move him back here. All right. So let's see. But let's say we want that friend over here. You can size them down. Make them smaller. Make them sitting right now. Let's cover up the well pipe. That was the well. This pipe that's sticking up here, that's the well. Let's put them right in front of the well pipe so we can hide that. Let's just make them a little bit smaller. All right. There's Sasha. Sasha's got a buddy now. Let's see how he fits in. There he is. So, and then he goes away. They have some other backgrounds here. Should we make it so it looks like it's not snowing? I've never used any of the backgrounds in the elements, but because I subscribe to Film Stock, see they have the red diamond. I can probably use one of these. It's downloading. I've never used one yet. These are new to me. Let's get rid of this stuff. Makes it too cluttered. All right. Let's see if we can make this. Oh, I hit the wrong one right there. That's the one we want. So these are backgrounds. Let's see what they're about. Okay. So I can't see the video. So just double click it and let's see if we can work with transparency here. We can kind of make that in the background and still see Sasha. I suppose, something like that has its purpose. But here's some more social media. They have a lot of Instagram stuff. They have some YouTube going on in here. Let's see. Right here, we can put our YouTube stuff in there. And if I put it up on top, the video will disappear. See, just depends where you have it in your I always like to put them above my actual video that I'm editing. When you put them below it, it just seems to take over. So there's some YouTube stuff. Well, they've really, really added a lot of stuff here. So because I have a license right now, if you guys want to take advantage of having some of this in your videos, I can pass them along on to you. I have a license to right now. So then they have emojis. Here's your emojis. I downloaded a couple of them. All right. So they have gaming topics. What is this? A meme. Memes from, I don't know why they call that meme when it's like seasonal stuff, but they have sports topics. I'd like to find one that says wow when she makes her jumps. Put a wow in there. Let's see. Events. Oh, here's love. Share the love. I know they have a wow in here somewhere. Probably in social media. Let me see. Maybe if I keep scrolling down. Oh, here's a. That's not it. I just want wow. That's it. They have a long list of things here, but I'm sure I can find while scrolling through here. They used to have a wow. Maybe it's in cartoons. I think they have a cartoon section here. Here's a pet section. Here I can put bunny ears on her. You can put a mouth on her. Shapes. I can even type the wow in with text. Let me see if here's a wow. No wows. No wows. Here. Maybe there's one here. You just got to look through all this stuff. Don't be afraid to click buttons. My sister was 60 years old when she got her first computer, and she learned how to maneuver, and something she never did before when she was 60. And I was so proud of her. Here's a wow. Here it is. It's under fun. So yeah, when Sasha makes accomplishments, I can add stuff. I don't think this is transparent. So I can even make it shorter than that. I can click and drag this just for a very short time. That's all I would use these for, because they overlay the video. I think I only want it to spring out one time. And you just keep adjusting it till you get it where you want it. That's it. Just that quick. Excuse me, I have to get a drink of water. All right. In here, under this fund, under elements, are some of the old things that used to be in the Filmora back in the day. I think they still left a lot of them. Some of them they took out. Here's an evil smiley face. Oh, look, here. Let's put a Tootsie Roll there for Sasha. Yeah, we gotta do that. Seeing she's interested in digging them out. Let's put a real quick one for the poop dog. Yep. Oh, here's an eagle. Here's a clown. There's things in here I've never seen. Gold chain. Oh, they've really added a lot. And then, of course, you can, move these. You can make them small. You can make them big. See, what I could do is when she's running, I can make it look like she's running at this poop and then take it out right when she gets to it. The possibilities for editing stuff like that are endless. So, it's fun stuff. Some people use this in the wrong way. I've used this software to do some videos about some of the cyberbullying, and I haven't done that for a long time, but I could, and I did. A couple of them. One of the videos that comes to mind that I did in response to the cyber stalking back in the day was I put a heartbeat photo. You can put a photo on top of these. Let's go back and go to stock media. You can pull them in from your computer if you have a video or a photo you want to put over it, but they also give you a lot of photos to choose from too. So like here, let's say I want to use this photo and just have the sound right here. And I want to tell you, Filmora always has a digital footprint in the codex. Always has a digital footprint. So anywhere you upload a video that has been edited in Filmora, if you look at the code, the video code, the backside, the side that people don't see, you'll see that they have their digital signature. So yeah, you can put your photos over there. You can manipulate your photos. Let me click on this. You can change the transparency. You can have it come in slowly. I've done videos with that. If you look at the channel Art Studio B, you'll see that I've used Filmora for all of those videos that I made where I've add music and show my paint pouring and stuff like that. You can auto enhance. It's just a really fun program to work with. So, having said that, I think I've showed a lot, and Hope that you learned something from it. I'm all about helping people, not hurting people. Let me just change my icon. So, I've made money doing intros for people. I have a YouTube channel that I started. Let me go bring it up and I'll share that with you. Videos. Okay. I've only got a few video samples on there. I started this channel and then I never proceeded with this because my stalker knew about it. The advice that I get from advocates is just start a new channel, go away where they don't see you. That's one thing you can do, and I took that advice and that's what I did. But here is that channel, and you can see some of the work because I was getting customers, clients already, and starting a business doing this. Here's my channel. Here's one of the videos I did with Filmora that back in the day I used what I could from their software. Come on, make it big. Make it big. And this is a company that's local to us. So I did one of their intros, but it's a 30-second. You actually want your intros to be even quicker than this. Like they say 10 to 15 seconds. Try and fit it in. There's ways you can do it. Everybody's, wants fast. They don't pay attention to these long dragged out videos unless they're really interested in that product. But the eye grabbers are the shorter videos, the faster videos. So I'll go ahead and play this. This is a marketing video, so the guy would have his information. I put some of his customers' testimonials in there. These are some of the houses that he built. This is a real builder. This is some of the things that he had on his website. So he can take these videos. These are the guys. This is the building crew. Hubba. But but no, anyways, okay, now I lost track of what I was saying. I mean, it's like some of these guys, they work without shirts and yeah. But these are actual, this is local to me. And the guy was advertising in public anyways. So I just took bits and pieces off his website and put it into 30 seconds that he could post around on other social media platforms. Back in the day, they said no longer than 30 seconds. So I kept these videos to 30 seconds. And now it's faster. Now it's shorter to fit in and get a message across. See, and I used the music that he would not get any copyrights on. I've made video intros even for Clovis. And she'd always come and ask me to make one for her. So I never proceeded with this channel. Instead, I went private, and I've made intros for, it took a lot of work. I just couldn't put my name out there and things too, because she was stalking me so bad. She had already started tampering with my sales with another customer. And that's, well, the attack, when the attack started in 2016, when she seen that I was still in business. So yeah, I did take advice and I went private. So I never did anything. You can see that this was made in 2017, and I've been doing this a different way ever since. So that's one of the channels and some of the work that I've done in Filmora to make money. And these guys, now this was already a well-established business, and they can pay more. But when you've got a new person, like starting her own business in art, I'm with the art community now, and there are a lot of them who want these intros for their art channel and to pass around on different social media platforms with their name and some of the artwork that they do to target their own audience and bring them in to show, find the interest out there. And when people see these little videos like this, I'll usually click on them and find the person's website or Etsy page or eBay sales or wherever they're selling. So it helps. It helps. And when you have a new business starting up, I usually say whatever you can donate. I don't have fixed prices for these little mom and pop businesses popping up like that. But a well-established business, I would probably ask for, a big fee. And a lot of people can get, up to $500 for these intros. So I'm not out to get rich and make this kind of money like that. I just want to help people because I really enjoy doing the work. And that's basically it. So yeah, it's helping people. I've done one for our Humane Society once. Local animal shelter. I've also donated some of my paintings to them so they could have an auction and sell off the stuff when they were trying to expand. I have plans on contacting a lot of other businesses in my area, and it's what you got to do. You got to hustle. If you want to make money on the internet and you want a legitimate source, instead of collecting money, trolling and hurting people, this is something you might want to look into. So I've been at this almost 2 hours already. This is only supposed to be a happy hour, and instead we did 2 hours, so I'm going to cut it off. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. I hope that you learned something, and I hope your day goes well. I hope you're well. I hope you have fun. I hope you're having fun on the internet, and you're loved. Thanks for watching.